All right, guys, the video for today, I want to talk a little bit about planning our meals. Well, first off, we did it. We made the first week, day 5. Everybody's seeing posts come in. We're finishing up, talking to people, saying how they've done this week. Congratulations, great job. First week is always the hardest, it seems. But I kind of feel like I'd be remiss if we didn't talk a little bit about diet, why we're doing an ab challenge. So you may have heard abs. You may have heard the old statement, abs are made in the kitchen. Yes, it's very important to work our core, to work our abs like we're doing. But really our abs are made in the kitchen. 90 or 85% or more of being able to see that six-pack we're working on is going to come through diet. So let's be honest for a moment. How many people like to diet? Come on, raise your hand. Nope, me either. I wouldn't raise my hand. And that's why I don't diet. They don't work. How many times have you talked to somebody, oh, I've tried this diet or that diet, or, oh, the cabbage diet worked for me great, but then I got off of it and I gained 10 pounds more than I had. They just don't work. So if your diet's so important and, for you to succeed in seeing those abs, and does make all the difference in you having success, what are you to do? If it's not to diet, how do you change that diet? It's really a lifestyle change. And just kind of wanted to give you a few tips to think about as you're going through tomorrow, as we've set aside a day to kind of plan out your meals for the week, plan out, breakfast, some snacks, a lunch. Make sure you get ahead of the game so that day you have to work late and you get home late and you just don't feel like cooking or whatever. Well, you've already kind of planned ahead, so you're not going to run through McDonald's or something and grab something quick that's going to fill you for maybe 20 minutes, and then you're going to feel like, man, why did I eat that? So I just want to give you a couple tips. First, when you're shopping, you probably heard this: shop the edge of the grocery store. That's where all your fresh foods are, your non-processed foods are, things that are really going to be more healthy for you. Speaking of non-processed foods, stay away from processed foods. More than likely, if you buy it in a can or in the freezer, it's been processed. It's probably not going to be good for you. If it has that, famous no fat or low fat title on it, probably isn't good for you. Not always. There are some things out there that will be, but for the most part, probably not. If you look at the ingredients on the back and you can't pronounce some of them, you probably don't want to eat it. Water, hydration is probably one of the biggest things. Not only is it going to help you be healthier, but it's also going to help make you feel full. A lot of times when you feel like you're hungry, it's actually that your body's just dehydrated. So you want to try to make sure you take in at least half of your body weight in ounces. That's kind of the starting point. Do that every day. The more active you become, increase that. Water, I can't say it enough, very, very important. Try to eat 5 to 6 meals a day, smaller meals. Don't do like me and go to 5 buffets. No, really. But try to make 5 or 6 different meals a day, or smaller meals throughout the day, about every 2.5 to 3 hours. That'll also help curb your hunger. And not only curb your hunger, but it'll help speed your metabolism up, which helps burn off all of those extra fat and carbs and things that you've been eating throughout the day. And speaking of carbs, despite what you hear, they're not your enemy. You just need to make sure you eat healthy carbs like sweet potatoes, quinoa. Eat them earlier in the day as well, not as late in the night, in the evening, so your body does have time to burn those off and use that for energy instead of storing it as fat. And of course, stay away from fried foods as much as possible, and sodas as well. I used to drink a soda all day long, nonstop. It was hard to find me without one in my hand. They're really, really bad for you, full of sugar. Make sure to try to stay away from those as well. But saying things like that, cutting out, fried foods and sugars and drinks and sodas and that sort of thing. I'm not saying quit cold turkey. That never works, or very rarely does it work. Some people can do that. They can just say, you know what, I'm not going to pick it up again. And I don't. Other times, you need to kind of wean off of it. Pick one thing, and for the next 21 days, take one thing and say, you know what, I'm going to take one less soda a day. And I'll do that for the next 21 days. And then after that, celebrate that you've been able to accomplish that. And then pick something else, or maybe one or two things. Maybe, when I stop at Starbucks in the morning, I'm not going to have that donut or something. And I'm going to work on that for the next 21 days. And then after that 21 days, pick something else. And before you know it, you'll have cut out a few things out of your eating habits that will make you feel healthier, have increased energy, and ultimately be healthier. And it's just taking one small thing at a time, and then celebrate those victories too. We work hard. These 5 days, you've worked really hard doing these exercises. We got another 25 to go. That'll be gone before we know it. Celebrate that time. Just like the other day, a coworker in the office, he brought in a box of Popeye's fried chicken, and I love Popeye's fried chicken. I love food anyway. I could eat all day long, every day. And you know what? I said, I've been working really hard. My diet has been really, really doing well. I'm going to celebrate. So I went over and I got a small piece. I didn't get the biggest piece. I got a small piece so that I could enjoy it, get that fix that I was wanting, be able to celebrate and have something and not feel bad about it. Is that going to kill my diet? Is it going to set me back weeks? Absolutely not. But you know what? It was great. I don't have to worry about it. I enjoyed it. I can move on from it. And one other thing to think about when you're doing those things, one thing that often gets forgotten about is sleep. Make sure you're getting plenty of sleep. It will help you in all kinds of ways. You're more mentally alert. Your workouts will be better. You'll be able to get through them better throughout the day. You'll just feel healthier. So make sure turn those cell phones off at night. Stop all the late stimulation so that you can get a good night's sleep. Wake up ready to go at it and fresh again tomorrow. And I know I've been long-winded here, but if you have any questions about this is an area that Leticia and I are really passionate about because, like I mentioned, I love food. And when I woke up one day and realized from a doctor's visit that I had to do something to change my lifestyle if I was going to be around for my kids and my family, I told my wife, I love food, and I just don't see myself giving that up. It's an area of my life that I love too much. And she took that as a challenge and said, you know what, I'm going to make you meals that are healthy, that you're still going to enjoy eating and love. And she has done an absolutely amazing job at that. She's phenomenal at that. And so we've seen how it can work. And I just had the best blood pressure reading in my life on Monday when I went to the doctor. I used to have really high blood pressure, really, really high cholesterol. They couldn't even get a count. It was so high. My cholesterol is in check. My blood pressure is the lowest it's ever been. And not only is exercise a big part of that, but diet and the lifestyle change that we've done from a nutritional standpoint is what's allowed that to happen. And so we were very passionate about it. If you have any questions at all, we'd love to talk to you about it, help you try to plan out some meals that you enjoy and that you'll look forward to eating, and so that it's not something that you actually don't look forward to or you struggle and stress over. So keep up the great work. We're really proud of you. It's been a great 5 days. We're looking forward to next week and going through that routine again and seeing how we're growing. And feel free to reach out to us, ask us any questions you have, and we look forward to continuing seeing those posts. Thanks very much, and you guys have a great night. I'm going to take my advice and go get some rest. All right, talk to you later.